Right, so a quick run through on how I repaired this Green Label PSU. So, not particularly great at soldering, I won't lie to you, it's not my strong point. I'm alright at fixing stuff, I'm great at fault finding things and just figuring out what actually went wrong rather than putting it all back together again. However, a little success story. So, Club Psycho Cash Beast that I bought that you see in one of the previous videos. This is the Green Label power supply from it. So if you remember me telling you in that last video, if you have bothered watching it, then you will notice that the fuse holders at the top now are slightly different. They're the original ones. So let's try and make it focus for you. They're the originals, and these I have stolen from there, from an old JPM impact power supply. So you see the dog. He's fascinated by the light. So what I've ended up doing is I've ended up swapping the fuse holders over. Now that's the one everyone's replaced, and then that's the original. So you see the originals screw out. Now, as I was saying in the last video, the problem with these is that this power supply, the fuse holders, and I'll come to that in a minute because I'll unscrew it for you. The fuse holders in this power supply are a ball ache, because what happens is, because they screw in instead of being on a bayonet fitting, which you can see there, which basically just pushes in and turns a bit like a light bulb would do. Because they screw in, what tends to happen with them is that there's a thin piece of metal holding the top part from the bottom part, which is inside here. And when you tighten them back up, what happens if you over tighten them? So I'll push this one down and tighten it up again. If you end up over tightening them, it snaps and then renders it useless. So what I ended up doing to find a solution to this, so it actually now works again, temporarily I just took the two wires, one from each side, and just connected them using a block connector on each of them. So these two were basically bypassing the fuse holder. Because I've had a week off work, I've had a little bit longer. What I've decided to do is just do it properly now. So this has been removed and we've soldered it up now. I'll try and show you inside if I can find a screwdriver that will work. Hold on. Just take this retaining screws out. I'm using the wrong type of screwdriver. In fact, the right one is right behind it. Doesn't matter. And these just hold it in place. Now if you have a look from the inside now, you will see where I've soldered these up. So you can see they're different as well. You can see the ones there. Let's just refocus it again for you. You can see the ones there that were the original ones, and you can see like the red gunky glue stuff to hold them in. I've just used a bit of super glue to stop mine from unscrewing. You can just see the clear bit of glue. You could use a heating adhesive, you know, from a glue gun or something to do it. You could do it with anything. I assume that's what that was, a glue gun. You can see the difference in the actual designs of them as well. They're pretty much the same, except this has got a solid metal one on the new ones all the way down it, whereas this has got a really thin wire. Anyway, to cut a long story short, that's how I managed to make this work again. You know, and it looks pretty much like the original. It's just a strange fault, and I bet it's quite common. I bet it's something that quite a lot of people find, and they just end up throwing the power supply away because they can't get all their green lights to light up. And it's the fault's actually not with the power supply, which is pretty decent. It's actually with the plastic holders that Barcrest used to put them together, and said the JPM designed ones seem to be a little bit better in terms of like the longevity, because you can over tighten them. They either fit in the holder or they don't fit in the holder. I'll just show you very quickly. Actually, this is a spare one, so that's a crap bit of zooming. There you go, it's a bit better. No, it isn't. There you go. You can just see it there, and you can just see the fitting, the bayonet fitting, which seems to be a little bit better. Anyway, if it helps one person out there, happy days. Thanks for watching.